Hello and welcome everyone to this week's episode of the podcast. This week I'm joined by the wonderful Anna Campbell, and we are going to be talking to you guys about a fun project we have coming up called the 5 Days of Silver Metal Clay. So you may have heard of the 10 Days of Silver Jewellery, which we did earlier in the year, which was where you guys could come along for 10 days and make jewellery together as a community. So we are doing it again, but it's 5 days, so it's even less. And it's all about having a go at and exploring silver metal clay. So we'll talk to you about what that is for anyone who doesn't know. But this is open to absolutely anyone. It is free. It is something that you can do from anywhere in the world. And it's really lovely way to just have like a fun challenge to explore your creativity, perhaps step away from the making that you're used to doing and just try something different. So, welcome, Anna. Thank you so much for coming to chat about this topic with me. Perhaps you could just introduce yourself a little bit and let people know what silver metal clay is if they are new.
Yes. Hello. I'm always excited to talk about metal clay because it's for me, my favorite in terms of how to make jewelry. So my name is Anna Campbell. I am a silver metal clay tutor. I'm one of the tutors on the diploma in silver metal clay at Jewellers Academy, and I live in Scotland, in Edinburgh, in Scotland. So I run Jewelry School Scotland, where I teach metal clay workshops. And it's one of my absolute favorite things is introducing metal clay to people who are completely new to it. So it's exciting to be able to come and talk about it here for people to get involved and to give it a try. So metal clay. Actually, metal clay comes in different kinds of metals. So we always suggest starting with silver metal clay. It is the most consistent in terms of firing and things like that. But you can also get bronze clay, copper clay, gold clay, steel clay. So there are other clays available. And one of the things I love about metal clay, because you might be thinking, oh gosh, what am I going to need in terms of tools? You actually don't need a lot of tools. There is a full tool list of everything, but also, I mean, I don't know about you, Jess, but I just love the fact that a lot of the things that we use for metal clay are just things you have in the house. There's
Mm.
nothing massively special about what you need with it. But the silver metal clay that we would recommend that you use, probably I would suggest starting with Art Clay Silver, which is just one of the brands. And it is made up of recycled silver. So it's actually 100% recycled silver, and they reclaim it and recycle it from everywhere they possibly can, including things like X-rays in the photographic industry and your mobile phone, and all of that kind of stuff has got little bits of precious metals in. They then put a plant-based binder with those metal particles, and a little bit of water. So it is a manufactured material, and you buy it in a packet ready made. You don't have to mix it or anything like that. And what's amazing about it is you can roll it and shape it, and texture it and do all kinds of amazing things, which you'll learn about on this amazing 5 day challenge. Once it's completely dry, you can heat it up. So we heat it with, can be a creme brulee torch. A cook's torch is fine, but a jeweler's torch. And you'll learn this on in the challenge. And it magically sinters, and that means it turns into metal. So the organic binder in the clay burns away, and the metal particles form together to make a hallmark quality solid piece of silver. It is awesome, and it really is worth trying if you haven't tried it before.
Absolutely. It's so fun. And I think, it's just such a different way of making silver jewelry. So like Anna said, at the end, a lot of people ask this, is it silver? Yes, it is hallmark quality silver at the end of the whole process. And it's fine silver. It's slightly different to sterling silver. Sterling silver is usually hallmarked 925, which means to every 1,000 parts, 925 parts are silver, and the other 75 are other alloys like copper and zinc, which does make it a little bit stronger. But fine silver is hallmarked 999, which means pretty much to every 1,000 parts, 999 parts are silver. So it's a really precious, lovely kind of outcome that you get at the end. Um, So we're going to talk you through what's in the 5 day challenge. There is a link in the show notes to sign up, so you can go ahead and sign up straight away. We are kicking off on Monday, the 26th of February. So you have a little bit of time to order any tools or materials you'd like. Like Anna said, there's not a lot that you need. You will need some clay, and there's always things that you can get if you'd like. But we've got a tool and material list inside the. It's like a challenge, but it's a course as well. So there's lots of videos and things for you guys to learn from. So whether you make jewelry all the time and you just want to have a go at metal clay, or whether you're brand new and this could just be a really nice way of making jewelry, we absolutely welcome everyone. And we love making together as a community. It's one of our favorite things to do. Of course, you can take this, this course at any time, but the nice thing about doing it together is we often share inside the Facebook group, the Jewelers Academy Facebook group, what people have made. We will come comment and like and share, and it's just a really nice thing. And we obviously love seeing your posts as well on Instagram. So if you're doing any reels about taking part in the course, always tag us or share it in stories, because we love sharing what you guys are up to as well. So should we have a look through the course content and just talk through it together, Anna? I think that will be
Yes.
fun.
Yes, lovely. And I think what I like about this is, I think there are lots of different ways to make jewelry, as we know, and a lot of what we work with are the very traditional silver and goldsmithing, which is awesome. And this is just another form of the metal. We use sheet metal, or we use wire, or we can use clay. It's just another way, really. Or we use wax and cast. It's just another way. And so, if you have done any jewelry making before, you might find this kind of adds to that, because there are certain things that the metal clay sometimes lends itself more to, and then sometimes things that the traditional silver lends itself more to, and that's what I really love about it. It's just, it's such an interesting way of making. So I think the first day is an example of this, and this is making a name necklace, which is great because it's like clay. We can stamp it, and we can use letter stamps, and which is really exciting because it's so nice to be able to make names, or it could be quotes, or it could be, words that have important meaning to you. But there's so much we can do with that. And with traditional silversmiths, they would be kind of hammering the letters. That's obviously completely possible. But for us, with metal clay, we can just press things into the clay. And so on the first day, that's what you'll be learning how to do.
Absolutely. And there's quite a lot of skills in there if you're new to working with the clay, because like Anna said, it's working with the letter stamps, but there's also some stone setting. So I teach this first course, and I teach you how to set a little stone, which could be like a birthstone. This is like a personalized jewelry course in the silver metal clay. And it was quite funny. I was listening to something the other day, and they said millennials just want their names on everything, which I think basically just means like personalized jewelry is always popular. Um, and it's a really nice way to get started. So yeah, like Anna said, it could be dates, names, quotes, birthstones. We also work a little bit with texture, exploring kind of shape as well. So there's lots of fundamental things to get started with in the first day, and you can kind of see where you want to take that. Then the second day, is also taught by me. I teach a lot of this class, I just realized, which is fun. So day 2 is the embellishments in metal clay. So what I like about this one is kind of similar to what Anna was just saying, is that metal clay is a great addition if you are a silversmith or like metalsmith, because there's certain things that you can do with the clay that you couldn't really do with silver traditional methods the same way, and vice versa, of course. So embellishments is kind of one of those things which I think metal clay really lends itself to. So you'll learn how to kind of work with detail and creating little balls, creating little kind of vines and things, and using molds to be able to get little details, whether it's like leaves or flowers or something else entirely. And that detailing, I think, is a really cool part of a lot of, when you look at quite advanced metal clay artists, there's often quite a lot of texture, detail, creativity in those pieces. So that's going to be a bit of fun as well.
It's lovely. I think that's one of the things with the metal clay is obviously you can make things and repeat them, but I think it's nice to kind of create little embellishments and add something new to each piece. And I agree. I think it's just one of those things again that lends itself really well with the metal clay.
Yeah, and I think I'm not sure if this is in the course or not since we filmed it, but I love like nail art have this incredible selection of molds. So even if you just look on Amazon or anywhere kind of online, they have these old plastic molds, and because nails are quite small, the art that goes on there is tiny. So I think I have like some like dolphin ones, some flowers, love heart, like all the things, letters, and they can be used with metal clay to kind of create little elements that you like might then put together with stone settings or letters or whatever else that you've learned. So the possibilities are kind of endless once you get started down that road. And of course, you can carve your own bits and pieces as well. We teach a lot more about silver metal clay and the silver metal clay diploma, which is a full 1 year course, which me and Anna both teach on. We have incredible jewelry teachers on that course as well. But this is just a really nice kind of introduction to have a go working with the clay.
Mhm.
So what happens after that? What about day 3, Anna?
Day three is me. And this is really, I just love this because one of the amazing things about the metal clay is it really is zero waste. So it's already 100% recycled silver. But if you make something and then you look at it and you go, oh, I don't really like that. Or if you're, because we refine, so we sand and file the edges and you get like a little bit of the metal clay dust, you can just reuse all of that. And so day three is all about teaching you how to do that. And it really is a very straightforward thing. Basically, I have a little pot that if anything, I just like, oh no, don't like that. I'll put it in there, and I teach you in this how to grind it up. And then you just add water again, and make it back into clay. And so there really, really is zero waste. And I know a lot of people, um, rightly are very into the kind of eco-friendly nature, of how can I make what I do more eco-friendly. And so this is an amazing way to do that. So I teach you how to use a coffee grinder to do that, but you can actually use a mortar and pestle and kind of grind it down. It's just such an amazing thing. And I'm always actually surprised at how much I kind of have a little pot and I kind of keep it and keep it and keep it. And then I start to, I decide, oh, I'm just going to grind a whole lot all at once. How much I can reclaim from that.
Yeah,
I'm always amazed by that.
yeah, it is great, for the zero wastage. Like it is amazing. And it's not, like Anna said, it's not difficult to reconstitute it. So just a great skill for everyone to have who's working with the material, I think. So brilliant. So we've made some pieces, we've got some embellishments, we've done some stone setting, we've reconstituted. There's a lot in this program. So then day
There is.
4, we are bringing gold into the mix because we couldn't get through a whole week without some gold. But it's a really affordable, accessible way and a simple way to start kind of introducing gold. So in this course, you'll be taught how to set a gold nugget into the clay. And it's very similar to setting a stone. So the gold is almost treated like a stone, but you can buy, a gold casting grain nugget, or if you have a little bit of scrap gold, you can heat it with a torch and it balls up and you make a nugget. And these, they don't cost a lot. But it's really nice to start experimenting, exploring how gold, there's a few different ways you can add gold to metal clay or work with gold in metal clay without necessarily using the gold clay, which is very expensive, very, very expensive. Because gold is expensive and then the gold clay is like next level. But this is just a really nice way to kind of explore some different design ideas and how you can start working with gold in the clay too. And we're doing some drilling, making some pendants. You could turn them into earrings, rings, whatever you like. So that is going to be a fun, fun day.
It is an exciting one. And I think as well, all of these things add together. So, you can do a gemstone setting and add some gold and add some embellishments. You can go all out, and do do a lot in one piece. So it's not like each one of these things has to be done separately. They kind of layer on and add together to make an amazing piece. And for those people who particularly don't like soldering, with metal clay, we don't have to solder. We can add embellishments and things in a different kind of way. So if you're thinking, oh, I don't really want to learn how to solder gold on, we don't do that in this course anyway. So
No, it's a solder-free zone.
solder free zone.
Yeah, yeah. So it should be a lot of fun. And then we finish with the final day, which is polishing and finishing your metal clay. So this is probably a really nice opportunity to work with the pieces you've already done, or perhaps even make another piece, like Anna said, combining your skills. And then it's looking at, okay, how can we get a good shine on these pieces? Do we want to have like a matte finish? Do we want to have a shiny finish? Do we want a satin finish? What are the different ways we can work with finishing your metal clay jewelry? So always a really important skill to learn, the kind of polishing and finishing side of things. So it's a really nice week. It's low pressure. It doesn't matter if you miss some days. You can do it all in the 5 days with us, or you can, just do what you can. You can come back to it afterwards. But we just love doing these challenges together because I just love seeing what everyone makes. And it's a really nice way to take the pressure off every now and then, especially if you've been working on lots of commissions or, trying to start a business or those kind of things, and just say, just for this week, I'm just going to play and have fun. And you never know where it could take you and what new ideas might come out of it. So do go ahead and sign up to join us and have a look at the tools and materials and get yourself ready and organized. Make sure you join the Facebook group if you haven't already, because people will be sharing in there as they go through. It's just Jewellers Academy on Facebook, and we will let you in if you're not already in there. And yeah, we'll chat about it on Instagram as well. Anna, any last thoughts before we kind of wrap up our metal clay 5 days extravaganza?
I would just, as you just said, but I would really encourage everyone to just give it a go and just see, how you enjoy it. And I always think, whatever kinds of crafts and things we're into, whatever kinds of making we're into, it all seems to just add. So you might try cake decorating, or you might try silver metal clay, and it just gives you new creative ideas when we do that. And so I'd encourage you to give it a try. It is really good fun, and this course is really, got a lot in it. And the fact that it covers the reconstituting the clay and also the polishing, it kind of really covers a lot to give you a real good grounding, and understanding if you enjoy the metal clay and if you want to do any more.
Absolutely. Yes, we are excited for you guys to come join us. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Thanks again, Anna, for coming and sharing about this program. And we'll see you guys on another podcast very soon. Bye for now.